The following thoughts on Happy Hour do not represent Cox Media Group or its sponsoring. Anything you hear may and will be used against you. Thank you.
Are you feeling classy today? Sit down, pour a glass of wine, and listen to Happy Hour.
You're tuned in to Happy Hour, an hour where Happy rants about something. Sit back and listen in. Happy Hour is on now. Happy Hour is on now.
What up? What is happening? This is Happy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe. And for the next hour, my goal in life is to change the way you think about things. For the next hour, I want to make you laugh, maybe make you smile, or hey, ladies, maybe get you going. But first, it's not too hard to get into contact with me. Tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and I will be sure to see the tweets in real time. Or you could send me an email, ryan@hopperadio.com, if you want to comment about the show with more than 140 characters. But first, let's let the beat drop. We have so much to get into. But first, coming up this week on Happy Hour, Rizzuto from the Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point. He will be coming on Happy Hour tomorrow. And Johnny Shelton, who was from season 10 of America's Got Talent. So we have that and more coming up this week. All right. I don't want to make this about Trayvon Martin versus George Zimmerman. I don't want to make this about who should go down, who shouldn't. Should George Zimmerman have done what he did? Was Trayvon a thug, this or that? But here's what I will say. I do think that George Zimmerman was over the lines with everything that happened, because I think he was a guy that felt the authority of being the neighborhood watchman. He sees a black kid with a hoodie up, and everything we know happened. I do think he's kind of a wannabe hard ass who wanted to be a cop but was never good enough, or something happened in life. So when he had that authority, he felt like he mattered for once. And I also feel like that Trayvon wasn't a thug. He was just kind of like a suburban badass. Like, I feel like he probably dealt weed. Maybe he would car hop from time to time, but he wasn't going to murder anybody. He wasn't going to kidnap anybody. And who knows, maybe he wasn't even that big on smoking weed. And I loved when everybody saw that picture of him on Facebook flicking off the camera. And the media is trying to say, is he a thug? It's like, no, a lot of people flick off cameras just because he has his shirt off and he's African American. He's a thug. Get the hell out of here. But if George Zimmerman really wanted to be a cop, if he really wanted to be this guy with authority that we would respect, what happens when you're a cop or you're respected in authority is when you accomplish something, you then move on from it. So George Zimmerman feels like he accomplished something by killing Trayvon Martin. Sometimes when a cop kills somebody in the line of duty, when their life is on the line, they feel like they accomplished something, but then they move on and they go about their day. They go home to their wife who made them a nice veal parmesan dinner. You never, ever see them gloating about it on social media. So that is the difference between respectable people and dirtbags, cretins, imbeciles, and crap bags. I kept it clean. Like George Zimmerman, this imbecile. My God, I'm so sick of him. Every week this dude's doing something new. He really should be behind bars, at least for 5 years. Or maybe it was self-defense. But the fact that this scumbag is gloating about taking another person's life, screw you. All right, here's what the headline says, and this is from the Daily Mail. You're a gross human being. George Zimmerman provokes fury on Twitter again after posting the image of Trayvon Martin's lifeless body. Now listen. Do you ever see a cop do this? Just gloat about their accomplishments? Do you ever? No, because they get up and they move on. This is why George Zimmerman, this is proof that he is sick in the head. He is twisted, and there is something wrong with him. I'm not saying he was racist, but it seems to me that there is some type of joy he has received from taking the life of Trayvon Martin, and that is not normal. Don't you feel kind of bad that you took someone's life and now he's gone forever? But no, you're posting it on social media. You would never do this to Trayvon Martin's parents' face. You would never print out this picture of Trayvon Martin's dead body and ring the doorbell and go, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Martin, I like this picture. I have it hung up in my room. Screw you, you dirtbag. All right, it says here, a fan put the shocking image, adding, Z-Man is a one-man army. Then Zimmerman retweets it. He doesn't have to tweet it, you know. He could just ignore the tweet, maybe block the guy. But some fan, the fact that Zimmerman has a fan, number one, makes me sick. But number two, the fact that Zimmerman retweets it just shows that you need to burn in hell, dude. Enough of you. You're a thug. Ridiculous. It says here, George Zimmerman has sparked fury on Twitter yet again with the word yet again. This dude is always involved with something, and then you have his brother going on radio shows defending him. Enough of you. And I hear more and more about it down here since I live in Florida. It didn't happen in the Tampa Bay area, but it did happen in Florida. And you hear more and more about it, and it's just go away. Just go move to Cuba and live on the beach forever. No one likes you, George. And if people do like you, they are sick in the head. Wasn't he at a gun show like 6 months ago? God, this guy lives for violence. He's living off the power trip of taking away Trayvon Martin's life. You're sick in the head. You're a creep. All right. So it's a picture of Trayvon Martin kind of like laying there dead by the crime scene. And some guy who, of course, his name is Super Destroyer Man. He's so wacky on Twitter. Of course, he would tweet this behind the keyboard because he's a pussy. He tweets out the picture of Trayvon Martin dead, and that's when George Zimmerman retweeted it. Of course, it wasn't some respectable journalist or somebody at least with a real name. It's some pussy named Super Destroyer. Oh, yeah, I bet your mommy was proud that you tweeted that right before she gave you meatloaf for dinner, you creep. It says here, they are reporting that Zimmerman retweeted the image on Friday, but it has disappeared from his profile. Hey, Georgie. Hey, dude. Why take it away, man? There's nothing to hide. Nothing at all. What are you so ashamed of, George Zimmerman? Are you ashamed of the backlash? You've already murdered somebody. You've already got away with murder. So just keep it on your Twitter, man. You have nothing to hide, dude. You're the innocent guy that we should all be looking up to. You're the journeyman, dude. You're so wild and edgy that you retweet a picture of a dead kid that you killed and then you get rid of it from your Twitter. You're a bitch. It says here, it is unclear if Zimmerman or the original Twitter deleted the image or if it was removed by Twitter. I think it was all three. I'm sure Zimmerman got a call. Maybe he has an agent, but one of his close friends is like, are you an idiot? Please delete that. And then people complained about Super Destroyer on Twitter, so then that gets removed. That's probably what happened. God, I'm just looking at Zimmerman's face all smiling. Ugh, God, I hate him. And like I said, I'm not making this Zimmerman versus Trayvon. Trayvon probably wasn't completely innocent. But the fact that Zimmerman is living off of this makes him a sick creep. It says here that Twitter users began abusing Zimmerman, who branded him a miserable excuse for a human being. Well, he is. The problem is he doesn't care what you think. He probably enjoys when the hate comes towards his way. It probably boosts his ego. Do you think that hurts his day? He thinks what he did is right, so anybody who doesn't agree with him, do you think he cares what you think? No, that's the problem. Ignore him. Just make him go away. If we all ignore this creep, this imbecile, he will go away. But the fact that the media keeps talking about this crap bag, he's never going to go away. He's always going to be around. Enough of him. Someone tweeted, one day someone will tweet the lifeless body of real George Zimmerman and karma will be had. All right. I hate George Zimmerman. I don't like this case because I don't know whose side to be on, but by no means do I want George Zimmerman to be dead because we don't know exactly what happened, and that's called karma. You never should wish upon somebody else to be dead. That's when things get kind of, weird when you're saying, I want you to be dead. That's when karma is going to be brought back to you. So the person who tweeted that, you're a dumbass. My God. People are losing their minds online. And then here's the problem. He is living off of being Zimmerman. Like, he's taking selfies of him with a cigar in the pool, all happy with like a cross necklace on. Like, it just seems like he's rubbing it in. Like, I'm living the life. I got away with murder. Trayvon's dead. That's just kind of the vibe I get. I don't think when he's putting up these selfies, he's doing it because he wants to show that he appreciates life. I kind of think he's doing it to rub it in on us. I might be wrong. I don't know George Zimmerman. Maybe he's a class act. Like, you go, hey, Dad, this is who I'm dating, and you bring to the Thanksgiving dinner. Like, maybe he's a great guy. I just kind of get the vibe that George Zimmerman has a bigger ego since he got away with murder, and now he's a creep. And now he's making some money because sickos want him to go to gun shows or public appearances. And anybody who wants that is either racist or a loser if you want to be around George Zimmerman. It says, since everything that happened back in 2012, he has had a series of run-ins with the law and courted online controversy a number of times by bragging about killing the African-American teenager on social media. And boom, there you go. It'd be one thing if he said, I'm sorry to the Martin family. I was just scared in a moment and I killed him. I don't regret killing him, but it was self-defense. But the fact that he is going online bragging about it shows how much of a creep he is, shows why he is a criminal, shows why he really shouldn't have been the neighborhood watchman, and shows why he never was good enough to be a cop or anything like that. Because when you're having a power trip over a kid being dead, go to hell. No one loves you. Maybe your friends love you. They're just with you for the sick attention. Your brother loves you. That's because you guys share the same mother. Nobody likes you, George. I hope you know that. It says he has been taken in on charges since then of aggravated assault, battery, and criminal mischief after he threatened his girlfriend when he was accused of pointing a gun at her face during an argument. Oh, wow. If Zimmerman was just accused once, to me, that'd be a little bit different. Maybe just once he's accused. But when you're involved again with a gun, and this time it's towards a woman, you're a pussy, dude. You're a criminal. You're a bad dude. If maybe the thing with Trayvon happened and then he moves on, maybe he brags about it, but nothing else happens when it comes to the law, then maybe you could say it was self-defense. But I really believe that he could have just called the cops on Trayvon. I know Trayvon beat him up, but we all know that he had no reason to go outside. The more you hear about this guy, if you defend him, racist or not, then you're just a dumbass, man. If you really want to defend George Zimmerman, then you are a dummy. And I'm looking at this girl that he was going out with. I'm sure she was with him for his good looks. I bet she has like daddy issues, like bad boy problems. Like she loves being around the bad boys. And now you see how bad boys treat you, honey. He put a gun to your head. He was accused by his ex-wife of smashing an iPod during an argument at the home they shared. Although no charges were filed due to the lack of evidence. And he had another arrest for domestic violence earlier this year. So Zimmerman's lawyer admitted his client has not been lucky with the ladies. Or maybe he's just a dirtbag who has no respect for anybody. Maybe he's just a dirtbag who is really violent and who has anger issues and maybe has been given like 9 chances. People will keep giving him chances. That's what I'm trying to say. Because it just seems like George Zimmerman just keeps on striking gold. He's never going to go away. He beats up women. He puts a gun to their head. He breaks their materials like their iPod. No charges are filed. He kills a kid. Like, how is he getting away with this? My God. I love that line by the lawyer, too. He has not been lucky with the ladies. Or is he just a sick creep? Maybe it's one of those. All right, let me finish this up. Last month, Zimmerman referenced Martin's death when someone sent him a message. It's a slapping idiot Wednesday. That was the tweet he got. It's a slapping idiot Wednesday. He goes, we all know how it ended for the last moron that hit me. Give it a real cupcake. Oh, he literally embraces murdering Trayvon Martin. That's what gets me so mad, is that he's responding to tweets about it. Why is he even on Twitter? Anybody who follows George Zimmerman on Twitter is bored with their life. They need to find a hobby, and they need to get a life. Because if you are that fascinated by a killer, you have something wrong with you, man. He also called Barack Obama an ignorant buffoon for everything he said about the high number of gun-related deaths in America after the shooting of WDBG reporter Allison Parker. Keeping it classy, George. Of course you're going to respond to Obama after he's trying to help out America, after a TV anchor was killed live on TV. Of course that hits home because you got away with murder, you creep. How sick in the head are you? Here's how I'm going to wrap this up. How sick in the head are you that you literally enjoy thinking about the fact that you killed Trayvon Martin? Maybe he is racist. Maybe he doesn't like black people. But I think it's more than just that, potentially. I think he is such a narcissist, and he is so sick in the head that the only person he likes is himself. He lives to be George Zimmerman, especially now since he got away with murder. I really believe he lives for that. And that is one of the biggest problems with all of this, is that he's living from killing a kid when he really didn't have the authority to be out there, but it was self-defense. So, George Zimmerman, I will be tagging you in this on Twitter. And I just want you to know that here are my final words, dude. Burn in hell, man. Karma will come back to get you, but I'm going to live my life. I'm going to be a normal human being who appreciates each and every day and appreciates life and isn't a narcissist and a creep.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
This is an official broadcast of Hoppe Radio. For more info, check out hopperadio.com and hoppesworld.com.